guys.
You just did a picture on the
Hold on.
Hold
on, we're gonna start
Facebook,
over.
But he doesn't have us on. I think this is this is IG. He doesn't have us on IG, right? So hang tight.
There you go.
We're go live now on IG. Here we go. All right.
Hey guys.
Hi everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Sunday Eats and Treats.
Yes, happy Sunday.
Yay! It is Sunday. We always look forward to this time together. And one of the things I actually really look forward to, and I don't think Judy knows this, but the
he
conversation.
looks forward to the time with me.
That is true. That's always true. Whatever. It's a conversation leading up to what we're going to talk to you guys about. So we always have a lot of great conversations, and it's good material for us to improve ourselves and hopefully share with you to help your lives get a little better. So.
Yeah, so remember that when we share stuff, it's not because we're experts at anything. It's because we just have some experience that we thought, we'll share with these people.
Yeah.
Who's ever watching? Now we share with our friends, just because who maybe want to hear from us. I don't know. I'm actually going to go try and get us set up over here. I forgot about this.
So hopefully last week you caught our episode where we made a paleo-friendly version of English toffee.
Yeah.
And I actually posted to the episode that we did last year of us making it. And obviously if you saw today's Instagram and Judy's Facebook page, she wanted to do two things. So you're getting a double treat today. So I'm actually going to make our traditional version of English toffee, which is not healthy, but it is a treat for us at Christmas time and what we give to everybody that's in our circle of friends and family around the neighborhood. So it's
if you guys were here, we'd totally give them to you too.
Yep,
so
exactly.
If you're local and you want some, you better pipe up on this and let us know.
I think last year I made 54 batches of toffee.
We made a lot.
We made a whole bunch. So yes, it's a big thing in our house.
But wait, we talk about it not being healthy. This one, what was the other one? How was that healthy?
It was healthier because we changed some of the key core ingredients, and that was substituting a cup of sugar for maple syrup, organic maple syrup, and coconut sugar. So today I'm gonna add a cup of regular processed white sugar.
You could get cane sugar, guys. I mean,
yes, you
raw cane sugar. You could do that, but this is what we always use. So. And
2 cups of butter and a cap full of our favorite Mexican vanilla. So really, that's all it is.
That's all the ingredients, and then we'll put chocolate.
We'll bake up the candy, and then we'll show you that. So I'm going to start that because it takes about 10 minutes to make. So I'm going to get that going.
I'm just going to put it over here in the pot so that it heats up. Who's with us? I can see someone with us, but I can't tell. Odette, hey.
So just so you know, what I'm going to do is I'm putting in the pot the cup of 2 sticks of butter, the cup of sugar, and the vanilla. And I'm going to whisk those on high until it starts candyfying. And I'll show you the process.
He'll bring it around to you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the next thing. So the next thing I want to make, who else is with us? I can't read everybody. I'm so sorry. I'll read in a minute though, because it just takes me a while. I have to put glasses on to see everybody's names. But thanks for joining us. Okay, the second thing I want to make is the Flourless Brownie Muffins. And Beachbody puts out this recipe, and guess what its core ingredient is besides cocoa?
You'll never believe it.
Chickpeas.
Because I didn't believe it.
Chickpeas or garbanzo beans, however you want to call them, okay? So these are garbanzo beans. Chickpeas, all I did was I drained it. I just got it from a can, drained it and rinsed it, and now I'm going to put them in you can put it in a food processor, or I use my Ninja because I love it and it processes everything well. Then I've got 3 eggs that I want to put in right away. So we're just going to do 3 eggs. How do you guys crack the eggs? I mean, do you hit them on the side or something? I actually hit it together, and then one cracks and the other one doesn't. So
it's called an egg on collision.
Egg on collision.
That was awful. No.
Did you hear our son? He goes, he's yelling at his dad. That was awful, Dad. Egg on collision.
Oh.
That's your dad joke.
Wait a second. Where's my drums? Yeah. That's funny. He thinks he's funny. That's good. I'm glad somebody does. All right, this is coconut oil melted, and that's 3 tablespoons. I mean, I love this. It's like super easy, super simple. This is the sweetener, so it's a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. Yum. And then we've got a teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/3 cup of cocoa. This is just straight cocoa. Okay, got it all. Where's my lid? Did I forget the lid?
I put it
there it
right
is.
in front of you, so it'll be easy to grab.
All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, I'm going to blend this. Sorry, it's going to get kind of loud. Here we go. Okay. I'm just going to look at it, push things down a bit around it. We have a food processor. But I don't know, this little ninja thing, it makes our shakes, it makes our some of our cookie dough stuff, it makes soup stuff. I mean, have you ever had one of these? These are really cool. And not as expensive as a Vitamix. Nothing's wrong with a Vitamix, I think they're great. But I'm just saying it's not as expensive. I think you can get it for like $100, maybe $200 for like a whole huge set. So not so bad. Costco's a great deal to get these little ninjas. It's awesome, and it blends so well, especially when you're making shakes with ice and you want it to really blend well. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Show them how it looks when it's just like first melted.
Alright, so I'm just starting. Bring it over here. So it's just starting to get, starting to turn a little bit amber, but it's not completely amber. It's got a ways to go. So right now, everything's just all melted together. So I will continue to cook it.
We are trying to do this double stuff just because I really want the toffee. We've got friends coming over, family coming over, so want to make sure they get their toffee this Christmas. All right, I think we're good. Let me look at this. Oh yeah, totally. This is nice and just like, you can kind of see that there. It's just really, I don't want to spread it, and it's not chunky. It's nice and smooth, and that's what we're looking for. Can you kind of see that? Okay, so now I've already prepared a muffin tin that has all the little paper liners in it. I'm gonna take this sucker out. This blade is like deadly, so careful if you ever have this blade. You have this. It can be deadly force here. So I'm gonna put this in the dishwasher, or sorry, the sink. So the thing about these, oh, where's that son? You wanna say hi? You wanna wave? he's making some stuff.
Now I know where I get my bad dad jokes.
Bad dad jokes. The jokes that Zane makes because Dad makes those jokes.
Oh yeah, dude, that's egg-on collision definitely sounds like something I would say.
So I'm just filling this about 2/3 cup full, or 2/3 full of the liner. The thing about this is that the ingredients I just put in, it doesn't claim it's paleo friendly, but let me just think. Oh, I don't know, or it's vegan. This is vegan friendly because it's got garbanzo beans and coconut oil, maple syrup. What do we say? Vanilla. Oh, the eggs. So never mind. It's no longer vegan friendly. Okay, it's vegetarian friendly. You know what? You might be able to substitute eggs with chia seeds because I've done that with some cookie recipes to help it so that it's vegan. So it's definitely vegetarian friendly, but I'm not sure with paleo if you can have, does anybody know that? If with paleo you can have garbanzo beans? Not sure. So,
I don't know, but let me show you a quick thing.
Yeah.
So right now my toffee's getting all like a cloud. like a puffy white cloud.
Oh,
And
boy.
so that's the phase right before it's gonna drop. And so we're getting close to where I'm gonna actually be able to pour the candy out.
Yes, that's like the best part. Sorry, I made a huge mess right there. And I
Okay.
think I ran out of dough, so let me see. Got a little bit left in here. I don't want to lose or waste any of this goodness. So we're going to drop it in a little bit in this one of them, and something else, and another one, and another one. It's supposed to make 12, but I probably put too much in one. So we're just gonna make what we got and then call it good. All right, so I'm gonna drop that over here. Got a mess going on over there, but that's okay. So, because some of our friends that are coming over, it's actually our other son's birthday, so Jody is making his favorite, which is pizza. That's our son Christian's favorite, so we're gonna make that. But this, he's bringing a friend that actually is vegan, so I don't want to put chocolate chips in those, so I'm just gonna put chocolate chips. These are dark chocolate chips, because these aren't vegan friendly. These have dairy in them, but you can get vegan friendly. Friendly sounds like it could be mean. How is food mean, right? No. It just
because if you eat too much,
so funny.
you can make your
Okay, never mind, Jody.
stomach rot.
His jokes are not good. And here at this point, anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so these are not dairy free, but you can get dairy free chocolate chips. Yes, you can. I just did not. So if you're wondering why I'm not just dropping these in, because I want to make sure they get in there. And I'm going to put them in about 6 and leave 4 without any chocolate chips. All right, there you have it. I'm going to take these other 2 little guys out. I'm going to clean up, see if I can clean it up with this. Pretty good. Cleaned it up with that. I'm going to stick it in the oven for, hold on, let me see. I did not see that part of the recipe. 350, and I'm going to put it in for 10 to 12 minutes. And, oh, thank you for starting the oven, because I totally forgot to start the oven. So, hang tight. Jody's kind of in the way. I don't want to, like...
Sorry, I can move.
Oh, can you?
Sure, just tell me where you want me to go.
That would be too easy. Okay, right here. I'm going to put them in the oven, 350, 10 minutes. It's not quite 350 yet, so I can't start the timer. I might put it at 12. It'll probably start. So there you have it. All right, so that was it, right? That was super simple, sticking those muffins or the chocolate flourless brownie muffins in those little containers and just make them ready. Make them, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Prepare them. That was super fast and easy. And they're made with garbanzo beans. So they're flourless. We'll see, that means they're gluten-free. That's the best part that I love, because they're gluten-free for me.
Can you slide that
this?
cutting board and that over?
Look at what he's got ready. So he's got ready for his toffee, the cutting board that we use. So just a wood cutting board, and we put foil on it so we can pour it. So if you pour the toffee on. So if you saw last week, sorry, I'm walking away.
It's okay.
Do you want to show them
Okay,
where it's
so
at?
I'm getting really close to where I want to actually pour it, so that's why I'm having Judy get that set up. So I'm going to give you a quick look. I need to continually be stirring it, but there, see how it's getting nice and shiny? Not sure if my hot pad's in the way.
No, it wasn't. It was good.
Okay, good. So anyway, so we're about done. And what you're looking for is that nice kind of amber color. It's easy to make it go too dark, so I do it just by feel, and I got to remember that it's going to cook when I pour it out because it's so hot. So get it out.
It's ready.
And we'll layer that on. Oh.
It's even like not as dark as amber though.
Oh yeah, it's just a little shy. I probably could have cooked it a little bit longer.
I actually like it this way.
But I like it this way because if I do get distracted or something like that,
because I can distract him.
She can be very distracting sometimes. It's like the love walks in the air when she comes in the house. So it's like good.
Again.
All right. So anyway, let me make sure I get it all. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, I need to get some stuff poured out. What we're going to do is we're going to let it cool a little bit. And then we're just gonna put the chocolate chips right on the candy and just kind of sprinkle it all over to cover about 3/4 of it. And then we let it melt, and then we use a knife to smooth it out. Then we throw it in the sprinkle some walnuts on top of it, and then we throw it in the freezer to make it nice and hard. Or if it's cold like here in Idaho, we just put it out on our porch and make the whole neighborhood smell awesome.
Yes.
So, all right.
Hey, Tammy, how are you?
All right, so let's
I got
pour
2
that on
Tammys.
there.
Hi, other Tammy.
So.
Tammy Hale, Tammy Caldwell, sorry. Oh my gosh, Tammy Reed. Sorry about that. I'm just like not even here. Do you want to help with that? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You might want to get the knife to help. I actually have some dark in here.
There you go. Oh, good. So, and yes, you can use dark or milk chocolate depending on your preference.
They're semi-sweet too.
Yeah, semi-sweet, whatever. I've never tried it with white chocolate, but
dang,
the
that
other
would
thing,
be so good.
you know what I think would be mint chocolate chips. I think that'd be pretty tasty.
Mint chocolate and toffee?
I don't know. Be interesting to try.
Okay, you know what I think would be really good? White chocolate macadamia nuts.
We're gonna have to try that.
Poking
That would
me
be good.
around with that nut. Did you see the knife? He's like playing with his knife.
It's all good. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, well, I think it should be fair that I have one too.
Then it'd be a little sword fight.
Gosh. Oh wait, that's too soon.
It is too
soon. See what's happening?
This is how I know it. We know it's too soon. So see how it started to move the toffee? So the toffee hasn't set up enough to really move the chocolate chip
who's
around.
on with us?
So we just got a Sedrick girl. Yeah, it's our good friend from Mexico City.
Hi.
So.
Okay, there's Tammy and C Girl. I see you guys. I'm so sorry, but I'm like having the hardest time reading anything.
It's because she doesn't have her glasses
I know.
on.
I think this is Max over here. Hey, I can't see it. Jody's gonna have to be the one to tell me because I can't see it.
So anyway, so you can see how the chocolate chips just melt perfectly on there, and it's nice and smooth. And I need some spot on there because I like having it nice and covered. But there you go.
This is like the easiest candy to make. We're gonna put some nuts on it, but we're only gonna do half.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do half.
Because we have our best friend, our BFF, who can't have nuts. So we're gonna make sure.
And this is the second best part of making toffees. The first part, you couldn't see me doing it. So when Judy was making garbanzo beans, crushing the garbanzo beans, I was back there melting the butter, sugar, and the vanilla. And as it melts, I like to take it when it's nice and warm and liquidy and lick it because it's really good. So that's the first best part of toffee, and this is the second. So.
Did you notice he didn't share?
No.
Did you notice that? I just want you to know.
Sure.
Oh. Did you just like try to lick my face with that?
No, I was gonna kiss you.
Did you see my fist go up? I realized I was like, oh, don't you really get me all like yucky?
I was gonna give you a chocolate chip kiss.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
She's always going on the defensive.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
fight or flight. This girl does not
it's
fly.
all fight.
I don't flight. I fight.
No. So.
Do you want to go put that outside so it gets cool?
Nah, we can just visit because we're not in a hurry. So. But anyway, we've had just an awesome Sunday being just together, having a great day at church. We actually made a bunch of pizza dough, as Judy said, for Christian coming over. And so we're going to have family over tonight. So we're going to have some treats and some brownies, which is always fun. But today at church, a little something was said that just got me thinking, and I shared it with Judy. And so it's kind of the launching point for our discussion today. And they were talking about faith, and the thought was, hold to the ground you already know. And the idea is, don't doubt what you know, have faith in what you know, and keep progressing. And I got thinking about that, and that really applies to a lot of things in life. It applies to your personal faith, it applies to what you're trying to accomplish in your life. And I actually added something to it. So if you look at my Instagram, I actually posted, hold to the ground you already know. It will prepare you for the next phase of your life. And I think that's really, really important because I think as we're building, a lot of times we get to a certain plateau or point and we're like, oh, I'm not growing. I'm not seeing any progress. and we start doubting the foundation we built instead of going, nope, I'm on the foundation. Now I need to do some new things, little things to take me to the next plateau and keep progressing.
And I think, well, I was going to say, and it's because those plateaus, they allow you to, they can do one or two things, right? They can, like you said, make you doubt and say, forget it, I quit, I'm done. Or they say, what do I gotta change? It actually helps you rethink what you're doing, or maybe I need to, or maybe, actually this is a third thing I think it should do. I think it should say, well, just be patient for a second. Because a lot of times we're so in the nitty gritty of what we're doing. We're in the grind trying to get things going, whether it's your business, like he's talking about business, or something personal in your life you're trying to improve upon. You're in the nitty gritty of it. You're in the grind of it. And then you forget that sometimes you're doing it so much every day that it's so hard to see the progress. But other people can see the progress, and that's where you also need people to help you along, so they can say, hey, or see you, support you along the road. Because then they can say, no, look at where you were. Look at where you were. You were here. You were, let's just say it's your career. You were only making, however much money it was back then. I don't know. Let's just say $100 a day. I'm just throwing out a number there. And then all of a sudden now you're making $200 a day. It's like, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
I'm listening. I'm engaged. I'm loving it.
But there's this one point you were talking about earlier with me today about the toothbrush and the dentist thing.
Yeah.
So brushing your teeth. I like this.
So like Simon Sinek, he's a great motivational guy, really insightful. And he said, a lot of times we don't look at the progress that little bitty actions add and build upon each other day by day. For example, if you only brushed your teeth and went to the dentist twice a year, you would have a mouthful of cavities. But because you brush your teeth 30 to 2 minutes a day, every single day,
30 seconds to 2
minutes a day, that everyday consistency builds on itself, so that when you go to the dentist on the middle of the year and you're getting your checkup, you're not surprised that you have a mouthful of cavities. And he said, it's really, really important that we do the little consistent things every day that build on each other to make us stronger, to make us more resilient, to prepare us for the next phase in our life.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you just said something about that. Doing this, I think this is the biggest part, is the consistency part. And when you say the next phase of your life, like expound upon next phase, because I never view my life as in phases, but it really kind of is, right? I mean, you think about where you're at, what you're doing. Maybe you have children. Really, I think with children, there's milestones for them, and so then there's milestones for you as well. But they really help me see my phases of life. Like, we're going through the baby phase, then we go through the toddler phase, then we go back to the baby phase because we got like more kids, right? But now we're at the phase where we have kids out of the house and kids that are graduating, and that'll be, what's our next phase? The empty nester phase. What does that mean then? What does that mean? So, I mean, are we progressing or are we not? Are we planning ahead, or are we staying where we're at? But probably most likely you're not staying where you're at because you're thinking the next phase is happening. And is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, and the thing that you brought up that I got thinking about kids is, think about your kids. As they're growing, you see them, like when our kids were 14 and 15. And they're doing the 14, 15-year-old things, and then they turn 16. And all of a sudden, one day they walk in and they do something completely different. And they act a little bit more responsible. They're a little bit more caring. They're a little bit more helpful. And you're like, who's this kid? But it kind of happened all over a little bit of time. And all of a sudden, you wake up and you go, wow, they've evolved, they've grown, they've changed, they've progressed. And now, what's the next phase in their life? I mean, we got kids now that are starting to look at college or that are in college. And so, what is the launching point that they're going to go from now? And did we give them a solid enough foundation that they can build on that? And you think, like, in talking about phases, think about one of our kids going from high school to all of a sudden they're a freshman in college. All of a sudden they're like, oh, what do? I don't know where my classes are. I don't know how, now I got to work and go to school. And so they've entered a next phase where they get to grow, and they get 3 years into it and they're like, gosh, is this never going to end? I'm tired of school. I'm tired of working 24/7 and studying in every little bit of time. And then they wake up and it's graduation day. And I think a lot of times we miss the value and the importance of those little itty bitty steps that build on each other that make us better people. And the key is, are we striving to be better every day?
And I think that we think that there's a point in our life that, like, okay, when I get to this point, I'm going to then do this. And I get to this point, it's like, do you realize that it's hard to even recall a point, because it just kind of happens. I mean, it's not like, I don't know how to, like, I'm trying to say that, can you remember the time when you said, oh, well, now that he knows how to talk and walk and all that, we're good. It's like it like just started evolving and happening and growing, and there wasn't just one day he did everything. Your little kid did everything.
Well, and think about you and your personal relationship with somebody else. I mean, Judy and I met in October 1986. It'll be our 30th year anniversary next year.
Oh yeah,
but we dated for 3 years before we got engaged. Go ahead.
But I was just thinking, and at what point? Now that we're saying it, at what point did we fall in love?
Exactly. Can you name the date?
I don't know.
I don't think. Yeah, I probably can come closer to you. You, it was a little bit more. I could probably sense like a time that I was starting to feel closer to you and understand. You know what I mean? Right.
But I can't pinpoint one
Right.
moment in time that happened. It just evolved, and that's what I think that's important for us to know. Our life is evolving. Just because one phase changes or one thing, I get this all the time. But I guess this is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes my brain keeps going, and I'm sorry. Sometimes my brain keeps going. I hope it keeps going. But sometimes I just like keep going off on tangents. So Jody's here to reel me in. But what I'm saying is, I get these, I hate to say, lack for a better term, of excuses, but they say, well, when this is done, then I can focus on me. Or when I get this project done, then I can do this. But do you realize that there's always going to be something in your life that's always going to happen? Every month there's a birthday, an occasion. Look at the months of the year. Is there
Halloween,
any? We don't have like one month that there's not like some kind of big celebration. Seriously, there's always going to be maybe somebody getting sick. How about a vacation that you planned, or how about there's always going to be something. So how do you deal with those things but still keep life going? Well, guess what? That's all part of life.
Yeah.
So you have to work with all of that. That's all part of it. And that's why it's key to have plans in place, or strategies or techniques or systems that you would do to help you, not get derailed or like be thrown off. Just because the holidays are coming, just because the holidays are here, I shouldn't say they're coming, does that mean that, okay, people do this and I get it? It's like, well, I want to eat my treats. We'll have it. But just because you're going to eat those treats, and we have our toffee, but does that mean that we can't have it any other time of the year? No. It's saying that I work this in because this is part of my life. This is what I'm going to be eating treats, or I'm going to be throughout my life. I'm not going to just have it at Christmas time. I might just have toffee because but I'm probably going to have, I don't know, like whatever, a piece of cheesecake on my birthday, those kind of things. It's just part of life. Okay, now I'm like keep on talking.
No,
so.
and I think the important thing that Judy was sharing is that
Go on.
you know what, life happens, and a lot of times we make excuses for not doing things because we're waiting to be done with this, or we're waiting for the holidays to be done, or we're waiting for school to get done. But you know what? You just have to enjoy life and work in the moment. Work through the challenges. Plan for the future. Enjoy time together. Plan for the future, but enjoy the moment together. Enjoy the moment of your life. And I think a lot of times we miss the joys of life because we're always looking forward instead of, you know what, I'm going to enjoy the journey. And I'm guilty of that just as much as Judy is. I think we all are guilty of that at times. And the important thing is recognize that you're at the point where you are today, and that is preparing you for an amazing future if you're willing to work for it and make some adjustments and have the foundation you've built be the launching point for the next phase of your life.
So we're here to help you with the next phase of your life, or the launching point, this being the launching point and building that foundation by helping you putting some plans in place. And we've got a 3-week group right now starting tomorrow that is about getting systems in place, planning out the entire year of things that you don't have to, so that things aren't, I want to call them no-brainers.
So sporadic.
No. I'm talking about the things that we put in place, like meal planning and when you're going to, clean your oven, and those things that you want to do in your life, but become big things that they don't have to be because you've already got it planned out. Especially meal planning. Think about meal planning. Sometimes you just can't get that. You're busy. Your day's so busy. Well, it's like if you've got the whole calendar figured out that Monday I'm making tacos, let's just say that, then it's on there, and you've already purchased it because you went and bought it on Saturday, and you went shopped and you bought for the whole week. I mean, that's what we're going to do in this 3-week workshop, is get you set up so that every single month, every single week, every single day, you have a plan set in place. So you're not caught off guard when something happens that you need to pay attention to. You're like, okay, well, I got my meal figured out, so that's a no-brainer. I don't have to think about that. One less stress in your life. This is to eliminate stress. That's what this is all about. Planning will help you succeed and eliminate stress. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep, and that is her plan, Train to Sustain, for 2019. So if you want to join us on the adventure, please comment below, and Judy will send you the details. But we're going to start tomorrow, so it's not too late to join us, and it's going to be a great adventure. Because what I found, especially with Judy, is I'm always learning, and I'm always growing, and she's always pushing me to be a little better.
We push each other.
We do push each other.
We support each other. The push is a good push. So we support one another. So we're here to support you and help you get the best out of your life and be the best you, be the best selves. Because as we work together and try to improve ourselves, we want to share that with you. And guess what? While you're doing it, you're helping us as well. It's just a mutual thing. So.
Yeah. So are those brownies done?
No.
I heard them kick because
no.
I'm like, should we go ahead and taste them, or do we need to come back?
They're not ready. We need to come back. And you're probably done listening to us. So we'll leave you now.
So we will check you back probably about 5 minutes, because it looks like the timer's about 2 minutes. Judy will want to let them cool. I just eat them hot.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you back in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
See ya.
Peace out. Yeah, they're almost there, but they say 2 minutes and it's not ready. Hey, we're back.
We are back.
And I'm just getting it set up over here. So
Yep.
go ahead.
And I actually realized that when we were talking the last episode that I messed up. And so yes, if you brush your teeth every single day for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and you go to the dentist, you should have a clean bill of health. Nice, healthy teeth, not be filled with a mouth of cavities. So
I don't know if you caught that, but
so.
we caught that, and I was like, oh, that doesn't make really any sense. But when you're consistent, you'll see progress. It's a good thing. Be consistent.
That is it. So these are the yummy, what did you call these things?
They're flourless brownie muffins.
Brownie, I think we actually made these once before, but because we have our son that's bringing a guest. We thought we'd make him again, and it's always good to revisit a recipe to see if you truly did like it. So
we'll try this. Hey, Kaya.
Smells really, really good. So so we're actually gonna save these for everybody else. So we're gonna split this one.
Who said?
Okay. She's going to try it, and I'm going to watch and trust her taste buds.
Oh, you don't want to try them?
No, I do. I'm teasing.
Oh, I'm like, what do you mean by that?
So, you're like, I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Oh, no.
That's what I took.
I thought you
said,
meant this, like we're saving it for everybody.
Yes, we're saving those for later when everybody gets here. That's what I meant.
Okay, so cut the muffin open. It's a muffin, so don't think it's going to be more cake-like because it's a muffin. Okay, you can get your piece. Ooh, it's still steamy.
Wow.
It
looks really good. So
okay, now you can see that.
All right.
We only show over there.
Yep.
Okay, let's try it.
Moment of truth. These are really garbanzo beans. Wow. These are good.
The texture.
Yeah, it's got a different texture, but I'm surprised.
Fluffy.
I'm surprised that garbanzo beans can make something this sweet and this tasty.
Well, not the sweet. The sweetness comes from the maple syrup, but I think it's the texture that I was concerned about. But I think it's pretty good.
It's actually.
It's like the eggs obviously make it fluff up and everything, but.
Yeah, and I'm not a big cake guy.
I forgot that she's vegan. She won't be able to have these.
Oh well. Everybody else gets to enjoy them.
Sorry.
We tried.
I should make some more. I'll try to make it again with chia seeds.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, anyway, these are a thumbs up. So,
you really can't go wrong with Beachbody recipes. Seriously, if you haven't figured it out yet, go to Beachbody, teambeachbody.com. Go on their blog, and you'll see the recipes. And there's a ton there that you can find that are really healthy and very tasty, and you're not missing. If you think you're missing out, you've just really actually upgraded your nutrition.
Your repertoire of nutrition options that you can cook at home. And I'm surprised all the time when we try these. I'm like, wow, that's pretty dang good. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a thumbs up. It's not a double thumbs up. I'm thinking we had 4 thumbs up last week. So make sure you check out last week's episode. That one was really good.
Well, we do get 2 thumbs up. I gave a thumbs up. You give a thumbs up on this one.
Yeah, there's 2 thumbs up.
Oh,
but it's not a double 4 thumbs. It's definitely a 2 thumbs up.
This is yummy.
Yeah, you definitely need to try this. And English toffee is not quite ready to pull out and break, but
you've seen it last week.
You saw it last week,
good.
so just break it, and it's awesome. So.
Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you. Oh, I hope to see you next week. We kind of have some little time situations, so we'll figure that all out and get back to you.
Yep. So.
Have a great Sunday, guys.
Yep.
See ya.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas for sure. Yummy.
Yeah, those turned out really good.